Real Madrid, guys, Carl, I'm very keen to hear your thoughts on what's going through players' minds, particularly some.
Hour and a half before the match, you just want to start. It doesn't go fast enough in the world.
And you also have the whole world watching, right? And it pretty feels like the whole world in the stadium.
Well, 95, I think, is to win and not making mistakes. I think that's can we start just yet? You know, it's like the conference point is in the table. You don't want to drop or give managers. I think in this case, Lopetegui and Valverde both are in the speech that the manager does before the match, or he does in the hotel, to be a bit more conservative or wants to be more aggressive in the
stadium stages the world's #1 football fixture. The game into the hundreds and hundreds of millions in something like 180 countries in this crisis of proportions which we've not witnessed for many years. Seen the club's worst start to a La Liga season for 17 years. And there's 73 successive games they completed. Marcelo scored in the home defeat against Levante. Teams, ex-international teammates in the shape.
In the recent past, but I think that the stakes are huge.
Pause for a moment and sample this atmosphere. It is sensational at the camp, with the colours of Catalonia at either end of this Europe's in here in midweek against Internazionale of Milan. Sergio Ramos and Sergio Busquets. Week, the win over Victoria Pilsen. Thibaut Courtois long ago that we were talking about them having the deeper squad in, where the VAR system is in operation. Hence calls for a strong refereeing performance. Jose Maria Suarez stepped up at the time, 11 goals in 9 games. No one has scored more Clasico goals. After limping off against Victoria Pilsen in midweek, offside against Benzema.
Not a lot of pressure on the ball in terms of someone closing down Isco.
To really good space here, Philippe Coutinho. It's a
a couple of options for him to almost pick out a pass in the.
Spears that, looking for Jordi Alba. The referee coming under pressure here now. It's an easy pick.
To Milan midweek in the Champions League.
To say his fan club estimating it, it's non-existent. Gareth Bale. Only Benzema to hit, and he's found him.
In behind the defence, behind the right back position. Benzema does well.
Great control as well from Jordi Alba. Coutinho! Expected him to strike those his first goal against Real Madrid.
And already on 3 or 4 occasions to get Jordi Alba, did the right thing, good movement. Luis Suarez attacks the near, and he just cuts it back into the path of Philip. Too much space for a player of his quality.
Oh, that just reared up a little.
It's a right-footed attempt from the left back of Real Madrid, and
that. And it's played to Artur! Good save.
Nacho just flicks the ball away and is straight into the path of out his feet. Doesn't particularly get it.
Gareth Bale, but the attack stays alive here. Have to accept the responsibility to deliver the goals, but players like
fantastic. He just bides his time there, doesn't he? Takes Coutinho to make sure he just rolls it.
Okay. Now Ramos sits up nicely.
Inviting him to take on the attempts, gets in front of Luis Suarez. And
Coutinho, and now for Jordi Alba. Fed in towards Suarez! Everybody holding their breath, offside now, Barcelona.
La Liga. It's a risky challenge, isn't it? Strong consideration. I do believe the referee.
Well, the sense over this, Terry, now is clearly that our vision. Penalty to make it 2-0.
Responsibility, steps up and slots it home. Varane has to do more. He has to be initial. Then you can't make contact. My opinion, the correct decision.
Coutinho could, by the end of the day, get really embarrassing if this continues.
Here they get into another position so easy on that, and could.
As we are absolutely thrilled to bring you the first, the better of the two teams. Jordi Alba. It's getting embarrassing for Real Madrid.
15 metres of Jordi Alba. It swapped about an Isco over. I don't see that as an absolutely ridiculous.
Benzema towards Bale, who was to ship another before half-time. So yellow card of the game, and it is.
gave away a penalty against Levante last week and was at fault.
Shallow from Rafinha. Ramos, excellent looking cross! Nobody. Busquets. Rafinha, shots on!
The far side of the goal. I think Piqué's got
Looks to be the key figure in there. Suarez falling.
team, and it could be more than 2-0.
Well, that's the end of the like no other. Luis Suarez from the penalty spot. Philippe Coutinho after excellent work from Jordi Alba. Half-time at Camp Nou. It's Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 0.
Second half will be getting underway shortly. Let's join our commentators, Terry Gibson and Kevin Keating.
Longest such run since February 1977. But now it falls on essentially a right winger to fill that.
Centre back off, you just think that Varane playing poorly and you want to make that change. I get that. Not poorly. €35 million. I think Gaizka made the point, these players have to work a lot harder. They have to expected that, and it hasn't been forthcoming. And certainly
I saw him. And away we go then. Barcelona, you won't be surprised to know, are unchanged.
Marcelo, likewise on the left side for Real Madrid.
Rakitic, the Real Madrid team 10 years ago.
Henry believes he's got a chance of Smith.
Towards Isco, it's much better from Real Madrid. Marcelo! And Real Madrid are certainly right back
Again, so easy. Isco does well. Gets to the byline, cuts it back, composure. Gets the ball under control. See how much the game can swing on the
foul, but the referee plays sensible advantage. Here's Suarez. He's going to try and Coutinho corner. Courtois really quickly.
Control, it's a good finish. He's actually stretching, isn't he? Away from the goalkeeper.
Bale, who got free there, couldn't do much with his cross. Marcelo can, and the header's over. Barcelona fans getting anxious, and with every good reason, because deny Modric and Real Madrid. And there's a sea change from what we saw in the first half, and there's a half a chance. El Clasico, your home of La Liga football and Serie A for the next 3 seasons, as Real Madrid. See it on the faces. Sergio Roberto in behind, Suarez off the...
Marcelo sees him, look at the space that opens up. Marcelo, but they are chasing the game. Suarez with the volley, just get a little...
Isco. It's a lovely pass from Kroos.
Under pressure, you can see he's just leaning offside there. Isco did exactly the same mistake in the first.
And then fully deserved their 2-0 half-time lead, but that goal from Marcelo on both sides of it.
Alba joining up in the attack there, isn't it?
Yeah.
No idea why 2-1.
Artur. Coutinho. Once again a Coutinho corner. Catching practice for... Now for Lucas Vazquez, 3 white shirts to hit. Excellent cross, headers.
The wing-back system has worked for Real Madrid in the second half. Distance.
Well, it is Rafinha coming off. Offside.
That's his trade, isn't it? Making sure you're looking across the line, beating.
Trying to link with Marcelo, who hooks in a good enough cross. And it's a lovely run, and the flag stays down. And to make way for a Clasico debut. He didn't help his cause that apparently he was 25 minutes late turning up for the... And picks out the pass here, and Barcelona have Real Madrid. It was looking like they were going to get redemption.
It's forward, Semedo's trying to get there. So power is on the cross. It's only a short cross. Deflection, a heavy deflection. Knows exactly the technique and should wrap up the game for Barcelona.
Well, he's just a recovery. There's a sinking challenge on Nacho.
Across his ankle, doesn't he?
Yeah, and a little... Gareth Bale has been replaced by Marco. Support from Isco. Vazquez, most unfortunate for Real Madrid now, but for the Christ, and well to find the space. Sets up the shooting opportunity. And Suarez is in for a hat-trick. No mistake.
Didn't look as if they had any chance of getting back into it, back in front of goal, and of course, it has to be Luis Suarez. He's chased lost causes, and most importantly,
position here. This is Dembele. Oh, it must be an air safety for Lopetegui. Below safety, Barcelona.
incredible scenes, Kevin. Defender far too easy. Lovely little chip into Vasquez too late. Vidal unmarked.
To 2010 and that 5-0 win for 19 years. Mariano's worked that nicely. Has the decision to make.
Well, it's a good give and go. It's one of the last 3 Champions League.
Hit the inside of a post and Benzema put a second half. Luis Suarez will be going home with a match ball around the camp.